In this video, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy and roadmap I use to scale my online agency to $50,000 a month, leveraging nothing but TikTok organic. If you're an online coach or an agency owner, this might be the single most important video you watch in your life. Let's get straight into it. So before I show you guys the roadmap, I just want to show you what's actually possible with this method that I'm about to show you. I'm super excited because it's really cool stuff what we've been able to do. Now, for reference, I've been working as a coach and an agency owner for a little over a year now, and it took me some time to really figure out the right strategy and system in place. But let me show you guys real quick. Let me refresh that for you so you realize that this isn't fake or fabricated. That's pretty much $50,000 within 4 weeks. And if we kind of filter this to what's been done for January, as you can see here, with about 48,000 made, and there's a couple more days left of the month to make a little bit more income. So it's a strategy that's consistently generating us $40,000 to $50,000 a month every single month, all through TikTok organic. So our profit margins are fairly high. But enough of that. I know you want to see the training, so let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so welcome to the 50K roadmap. Let's get straight into it. A lot of things to break down here. So this is actually broken down into phases, and it's about 5 different phases to break down. I have a legend here just for people that may be interested in seeing and learning more about how they can actually implement this for their own business. But we'll break that down as time rolls on. So let's start off with phase 1, offer refinement, right? So if you're an agency owner or coach, it's very important that no matter what you do, you will not be able to make consistent income unless you have what we call a world-class offer, an offer that is undeniable, that the market will purchase like hotcakes. It's in demand, it's a need, it's a necessity, and it's something that you can easily sell to a complete stranger. World-class offer is very, very important. So it's, in other words, considered a no-brainer offer. So we ask ourselves, do we have a no-brainer offer? Do you have consistent clients that are happy with your product or your solution or your service? Are they really happy, and would they recommend this to somebody else? If your clients would recommend this service to somebody else, that means you have a world-class offer. If you are able to sell this product to a complete stranger that doesn't even know who you are, you have a world-class offer. If you don't have those characteristics, this is what you can do. So again, I'm going to break this down from the point of view of just the roadmap in general. But if you do see that this is something you want to implement, of course, in the description of this video, you can schedule a call with us and we can show you how to actually implement this into your business. So what we do and what we have our clients do is we help them schedule basically a clarity call with us. And from there, we're going to basically show them how to do a client avatar framework. Right? So it's an exercise that basically breaks down your client avatar. What are their biggest struggle points? What are the things that they need the most? What are things that they're willing to invest into? Then from there, we're going to learn and master what we call the world-class offer framework. So once you understand your client, from that point on, you want to figure out how your services or your offer can solve their biggest problems. From there, we're going to also learn and implement what we call feedback looping. So we never want to create a product or service and assume that's what the market wants and make that our final offer. We're going to need to do feedback looping, receive information from your target demographic, and use that information to improve the offer and scale that offer. Okay, so assuming you do all this and you bring the product to market and it's selling well, you ask yourself this question: do you have a no-brainer offer? If yes, you ask yourself this next question here: are you hitting KPIs? So we have some margins and KPIs we deem as a successful offer. You should be able to close this offer at a 50% close rate or more. Okay, so if you are closing at 50%, you get on 10 calls a week, and half of those calls, so 5 out of every 10 calls you take, you're closing. That means you're doing good. Your profit margin should be sitting at 60%. So acquiring a lead should not dip into your business too much, especially if you're doing organic marketing. And you should be sitting at 60% profit margins. You shouldn't have all the different websites, email campaigns, and all that fancy stuff, just spending money just to spend it, unless your profit margins are high. And then you ask yourself, do you have consistent monthly revenue? Are you acquiring a certain amount of income every single month? Is it a couple thousand, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month? And do you have at least 3 happy customers with your offer? From there, if you're still struggling and you need help, what we have our clients do is schedule another clarity call with us to help them get their KPIs. And if you are hitting your KPIs, we'll move on over to phase 2 here. So this is just a 50-foot overview. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see what phase 1 looks like. Yeah, let's move on over to phase two. Phase two, developing the name of the game strategy. So this is a terminology I've kind of coined myself for this program that we offer. And to develop the strategy is important when it comes to content, right? Having a content strategy is just important as having a world-class offer. And you're going to simply ask yourself this: how are we going to be the problem solver our audience needs, not wants? There's a difference between an offer that is a need versus a want. And if you have an offer that's a need, I promise you'll make a lot of money. So you ask yourself this: do you have a solid content strategy? If not, what we have our clients do is submit an onboarding form, and that onboarding form essentially gives us as much information as possible from their target client. And then from there, we will do research and study top performing creators in your niche. So it's important you see what other creators in your niche are doing. From there, you're going to spend time figuring out the best performing keywords and hashtags. Keep in mind, we do all this stuff for our clients. Then you're going to research the latest TikTok updates and strategies. So it's important that the platform itself actually will show content and perform a certain way depending on what's relevant at the time. And I'm not just talking about trends, but there's also external features such as the carousel feature, right? The images now on TikTok. There's certain updates that are more prominent than others. And if you can stay on top of that while relaying good information to your audience, this could be the difference between your page growing really quickly or slowing down. And then also you want to research and implement top performing hooks as well. A hook is so important. Getting people to stop the scroll is so important. I mean, you can have amazing value. You can say everything your target audience needs, but if you don't get them to stop in the first 2 to 3 seconds, then you're really not going to be able to grasp the attention you deserve. All right. From there, you ask yourself this: do you have a solid content strategy? After you've done all these things here that we do for our clients, you ask yourself that question, and if so be the case, you ask yourself this: are you hitting KPIs with your offer? Do you have an 8% engagement score? Right, so you can download an app called vidIQ. It's normally for YouTube, but it actually has a TikTok extension. You can download the extension, the Chrome extension, and look at your TikTok profile on desktop, and you can see your engagement score. You should have at least an 8% engagement score. And basically an engagement score, all that really means is based on how many views you receive per video, how many people are liking, commenting, and sharing with that video. Okay, so if you have 1,000 views rather, and you have tons of likes, tons of comments, your engagement score might be high, right? It might be 10-15%, while someone might have 100,000 views, but they barely get any likes, comments, or shares on that video, so their engagement score is lower despite them having more views on that video. Okay, so we're pushing for engagement score, not like how many views can I get on a video or how many followers can I grow in a week. It's how engaged are the people that are watching me, how engaged are they? Right? And you should be getting about 5 to 10 plus comments per video. So if you got thousands of views on your videos and you're getting no comments, that means people don't care enough to comment. It's not engaging enough, and you're getting what we call ghost views. Because yes, you're accumulating views and you might accumulate some followers each week, but you want a community on TikTok. You want people sharing their thoughts, their feedbacks, their concerns, and that's going to be the feedback you need to make effective decisions like what type of content to continue to make, how your offer should be laid out, how to sell people into your offer. And then also, are you seeing a 10% increase in weekly analytics? That means your total analytics, which you can check by going to Creator Tools, Analytics, and then go into your analytic dashboard there. And from there, you can see your week-to-week follower growth, likes, shares, comments. You should be seeing about a 10% increase overall to your page. If all these things are doing great, we can move to phase 3. If not, once again, we have all our clients, if they're struggling and not hitting their KPIs, they schedule a clarity call with us, and we help them do that. Okay, on to phase 3 here. Let me just zoom on out, and I want to let you guys be able to phase 2. So on to phase 3 is now monetization. This is the fun stuff, right? Monetizing your audience. This is what a lot of people care about. Like, okay, I can grow followers, I have somewhat of a following, but how do I get these people to convert? So phase 3 is all about monetization. Once we built a solid following with an engaged audience, we want to start offering products and solutions to our warmest leads. Now, keep in mind, we put this at phase 3 because you should not be selling until you've built a solid following, right? Do not try to, grow to 1,000 followers, put a link in your bio, and try to get people to purchase whatever you have to offer. Highly recommend going against that. Spend time accumulating your audience. They're going to appreciate you a lot more. You're going to make a lot more money by waiting a little bit and delaying that part of the business cycle, right? Building the community first is so more important. All right, so you ask yourself this: are you making anywhere from 5 to 10K a month? Some of you may be making even less than that. If you're making less than that, or and you're not in that realm yet, um, we have our team, with coaches and digital marketers. We have that for our clients, so they can schedule a clarity call with the monetization coach, and from there the coach is going to help our clients schedule what we call a warm prospecting campaign. So this is where a lot of the crazy things start to happen on TikTok. So assuming you want to make a lot of money on TikTok as a coach or an agency owner or any type of online business owner, you need to have conversations with your warmest leads. The people that are liking and commenting. Remember the previous KPI, we talked about getting about 5 to 10 comments a video. A lot of the times, if you're providing value, those comments should be more questions and more people intrigued with seeing another kind of video similar to the one you just made. So those are going to be what we call warm leads, people that are following you, liking you, they know you, they're engaging with you, they look at you as an authority leader. And we're going to see if we can build out a messaging campaign with these leads, right? So every follower or every account on TikTok, if you have a warm following, you should be doing warm messaging campaigns. And essentially what that means is following that lead back, conversating with them, and trying to get them to schedule a call. Now, we built an entire roadmap for messaging on TikTok. It's hand built for all our clients, so we take the guesswork out of that for them. And this, you can see a 2 to 3x increase in monthly revenue simply by having conversations with your warmest leads. Right, from there, you're going to track KPI and sales performance, right? So from these conversations, how many calls are you booking per week? From these calls that you're booking per week, how many are closing a week? We helped a diabetic coach, her name's Laura, close 5 new high-ticket clients into her business in just a week, all by simply starting conversations with her warmest leads. Instead of just relying on inbound leads, which a lot of people make the mistake of doing, we show you how to go out there and take the initiative to message these people, because the average TikTok follower isn't going to land on your landing page or your profile. So they're not going to see the link in your bio. They're not going to book a call. They're not going to opt in. They're not going to purchase your low ticket product. So if you go out your way to conversate with them, they're going to be more likely to actually, especially if they need your services, they're going to be more likely to convert down the line. Right, so I wrote it here. You can see a 2 to 3x monthly income. You can 2x or 3x your monthly income with a simple warm prospecting campaign. But it's a little tricky on TikTok, and I can make a video talking about how to do that if you guys want. So just let me know in the comment section down below. All right, from there, you ask yourself this question here, right? Are your leads mostly inbound or from warm messaging, right? So if you have a bunch of inbound leads and you're getting a lot of leads per week from inbound, great. What we want to do is start to develop that warm prospecting campaign. And then if you have mostly outbound or mostly warm messaging leads coming in, we want to create what we call an OTO script. An OTO script is a one-time offer script. It's basically like a Black Friday sale. Think of it that way, where we're kind of creating content specifically tailored to drive urgency and scarcity to an opportunity that's only limited for a specific time. And that's going to really build hype. It's how certain videos can go viral on TikTok. It's all about trends and taking advantage of that. We're going to create a script for that, and that same script can be sent to an email list. It could be sent to and post on other social media platforms, post in a Facebook group, and then we're also going to replicate that by creating a video as well. And then we're going to funnel or warm leads into that offer as soon as possible. And then once again, are you hitting your KPIs with your offer? Are you getting at least 5 warm leads a day? Are you booking at least 1 call a day? Are you closing at least 40% of your calls? And are you making $5,000 to $10,000 a month? If no, once again, our clients will schedule a call with us. If yes, move on over to phase 4. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. A lot of great stuff here. I know it's kind of there's a lot to break down, but this is the strategy, once implemented, can get you to 50K a month consistently, I promise, all through organic TikTok without ever spending a dime on paid ads. Number 4 is Evergreen, right? So now on TikTok, we need to understand a couple things. One, you don't own the traffic on TikTok. At any given time, you can literally get your account removed, you can get banned. So there's a lot of negative things that can happen on a TikTok account or any social media page for that matter. So what we want to do to build consistency, predictable income, and longevity with your business is an evergreen community. This is where people, warm leads or lukewarm leads or cold leads, can come into your community, get to warm up over time and become more familiar with you. And this is going to allow you to maximize every lead that comes your way, whether they're ready to buy now or down the line. So we want to focus on taking your brand off of just TikTok and into a community. So you ask yourself this: do you have a community outside of TikTok? Now, obviously, the easiest way to get a community is creating a Facebook group. right? So you're going to create a Facebook group. You're going to create 3 qualifying questions, so that way you don't get a bunch of tire kickers or people that aren't good fits in your community. It's just a waste of time. Then you're going to connect an email autoresponder to your Facebook group. So there's a way to set up an automation to grab the emails, which, by the way, one of the 3 qualifying questions should be looking to grab someone's email. And then you can use an automated, and I can make another video on how to do this, but you can connect an email autoresponder to grab those emails and put it in an email campaign, so you can remarket those people down the line. We build this for our clients. Then you can record an introductory Facebook group video, so when people join the Facebook group, they know what to do. There should be a call to action there. And then you can also add a freebie inside your Facebook group. So there's an incentive to going into Facebook groups. Facebook as a platform and Facebook groups in general, they're hit or miss sometimes, right? Not as many people really like being in Facebook groups or Facebook group communities. So there should be an incentive to actually go into it. And a lot of the times it should be like a freebie that they can get. And then from there, you want to create a warm messaging sequence to get leads to schedule an appointment. Again, we do this for our clients. And source, you can eventually delegate this and source a cheap VA to send the initial messages. So send the redundant, repetitive messages that you would send to every new member. A VA can do that, so you can save you time and allow you to make more money a lot faster. So we revisit this question again, right? Do you have a community outside of TikTok? If yes, we ask yourself this next question: is your group optimized? So you should have consistent leads requesting to join and have the ability to collect emails. So you should be able to collect emails and information from those members joining the group. And then you should also be able to have consistent people coming into that group. Ideally, you want to be able to book at least 3 appointments a week with a Facebook Messenger campaign. So you should be using your front-end marketing, such as a TikTok or an Instagram, your short-form content to drive people to a Facebook group. From there, you should have your autoresponder collect those people emails, put that in the autoresponder, remarket them services down the line, and then a virtual assistant, or maybe yourself until you can delegate it, should be sending initial messages to those people, offering them a freebie, offering them a free guide, getting them interested, and warming them up with weekly value. Okay, each week you should be posting like some type of value post in your Facebook group, just to be in front of those cold and lukewarm leads. Right, being in front of a lead is so important. One of the ways we scaled from $10,000 to $50,000 a month was using the same amount of leads we were receiving before. Using the same amount of leads we were using before, we just maximize more of those people, right? Because we got a lot of no's initially. In business, you're gonna get a lot of no's. It's about how can I turn those no's into yeses down the line. From there, you ask yourselves 2 questions. Is your group optimized? If not, you're gonna just go back up to here. And then if it is optimized, we move on over to phase 5. Alrighty, so phase 5, the last phase here, and that's scaling, right? So if you develop a solid TikTok organic strategy plus an evergreen community with consistent leads coming in, you want to delegate your messaging campaign. So this is actually the easiest and shortest part of all the phases, right? Scaling essentially is just putting more effort into what's already working to get you to the next level. So are you making 10K plus a month from TikTok? If not, we have our clients once again schedule clarity calls with us, but you essentially want to ask yourself, so I'll give you a little insight on what one of those clarity calls would look like. We essentially just ask them and look at all their KPIs. Remember, up to this point, all those phases had KPIs. So we're checking your top-down KPIs, looking at your content, your messaging, your sales calls performance, your offer, your case studies, everything down to the smallest granular thing. And then we'll backtrack and make sure it hits with our KPIs that should be allowing you to scale to 50,000 a month. From there, if you are making 10K plus a month and you want to make more, you ask yourself this: you need to basically remove yourself from lead generation to have a virtual assistant or team member help you to outsource those conversations. So if you are removed from lead generation, great, just double your input and scale, right? So just hire more team members doing the same amount of things. If you're not removed from lead generation, you can source appointment setters to manage messaging campaigns, and then you just want to train those setters and make sure they're hitting the KPIs. Okay, I know that was a lot there, but honestly, this is the one of the best things I've ever built, because it's systematizing a business and predictable income, and it's one of the best things I ever did. I hope you find immense value from this training, especially if you're a high-ticket coach or an agency owner looking to scale organically leveraging TikTok. This is one of the best videos I ever created, and I hope you find value from it. And of course, if there was anything in there that you wanted to implement in your own business or you've been struggling with, feel free to schedule a call with my team in the description of this video down below. And if you want to see any other type of particular videos or trainings, just comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll be more than happy to film that, guys, for you. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Everyone take care.